Last week, the Bureau of Land Management leased almost 100,000 acres of land in Nevada for geothermal energy production. It's part of BLM's efforts to achieve the Biden administration's goal of attaining 25 gigawatts of solar, wind, and geothermal production on public lands by the year 2025. News 4's Audrey Mayer tells us why the state and federal government and private companies are trying to harness untapped energy and why some conservationist groups are pushing back.
Driving through South Reno near Mount Rose Highway, you may notice the faint hum of these large turbines and generators off the side of the freeway. This is the Steamboat Geothermal Complex, one of several geothermal power plants operated by Ormat Technologies. Altogether, Ormat plants produce more than 400 megawatts of geothermal energy per day. This complex produces 100 megawatts, enough to power every residential home in the city of Reno.
Geothermal energy is awesome. What it is we bring up hot water from underneath the Earth's surface. We use that heat to heat a secondary working fluid, which vaporizes, builds pressure, and turns a turbine. So we're using the natural heat of the Earth to produce electricity with zero emissions.
According to Ormat's research, their facilities help reduce about 2 million metric tons of CO2 in the environment every year. And this plant is just one of 26 plants total in the state, according to the Nevada Division of Minerals. To better understand why Nevada is such a hotbed for geothermal activity, I paid a visit to the University of Nevada to speak with state geologist and director of Nevada Bureau of Mines and Geology, Dr. James Faulds.
That stretching and pulling part of the crust, it creates these faults, and the faults have a little bit of dilation so that the fluids can flow more readily along the faults. Furthermore, when you kind of thin the crust out, you bring hotter parts of the Earth up closer to the surface. So we have what's called a high geothermal gradient. So just about anywhere in Nevada, if you drill down several thousand feet, it's hot.
So if geothermal energy can be used 24 hours a day, unlike solar, is extremely cost effective and produces zero emissions, then what's the catch? Well, some conservationist groups say that pumping hot water beneath the Earth's surface can threaten native species. There's also pending litigation at U.S. District Court to try to block an Ormat Technologies exploration project in Gerlach. Plaintiffs in the lawsuit, including Burning Man and the Summit Lake Paiute tribe, argue the project would have potential impacts on noise, night skies, cultural resources, socioeconomics, environmental justice, and recreation. In Ormat's response filed in October, they deny any allegations outside of an environmental analysis report, which states measures have been developed to reduce or offset potential adverse impacts. Both Senator Catherine Cortez Masto and Senator Jackie Rosen have expressed support for harnessing more geothermal energy in Nevada. Ormat Technologies also says building more geothermal power plants would create thousands of jobs across the Silver State. The revenue from the BLM's latest lease sale, totaling more than $1 million, will be shared by the state of Nevada and 13 counties. Reporting in Reno, I'm Audrey Mayer.